So this is a big YouTube shout out to ConferenceReport, who just posted this very intelligent and very well thought out video called Antinatalism Needs Critical Friends. And the video was just so inspiring to me and so intelligent and well thought out that I thought I'd read some of the comments that his video inspired that are posted on the video. You know, because this is what Fred's video is all about. Inspiring open, constructive criticisms of antinatalism. And that's exactly what he got in his comment section. Just inspiring, intelligent, thoughtful comments. Right? Right. So I thought I'd just read some of the highlights that I found in his comment section here. Here's a comment from the Big Guavna. It says, I keep in mind that Gary is a very clever guy who has watched his sister die of cancer. I don't know how I would have survived something like that. His outlook is incredibly bleak. He sees little to no joy in anything. Everything is a waste of time because life is crap and there's no heaven to work towards. Life is always dissatisfied. Pleasure and ephemeral fixing of hunger. No lasting joy or contentment to be had because DNA has no recognizable self-awareness. Now isn't that just a thoughtful comment posted on Fred's video? Because he posted this wonderful, inspiring video. That totally wasn't a straw man. Here's another comment from Tranquil, who considers himself an antinatalist. But Tranquil, he's scared to call himself an antinatalist because the antinatalists on YouTube are really mean, right? And he suggests to antinatalists that they put down the camera more and pick up the books more often. Now that's a thoughtful, constructive criticism. Thank you very much. That's good advice. Everyone should take it, right? Tranquil also says he has a lot of sympathy for the antinatalists, but he's given up on YouTube because he can't stand to be treated as an enemy simply because he's critical of what's being said. And, you know, that's all Tranquil is here to do. He's just trying to be critical and helpful. He's totally not, you know, saying other things. Here's a comment from Professor Anton, who we all know has been very helpfully critical of antinatalism because of all the ambiguity in the world, right? Ambiguity, right? Wonderful comment. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Fred, for inspiring these kind of comments, right? These comments are totally free of pretension and free of any kind of pomp. And they're just wonderful. They're just great and helpful to everyone. Laura Layla posted comments talking about how the argument has just become a tug-of-war match and it's all about us versus them. And that's so helpful to us because that's what we need to get past. We need to get past this us versus them tug-of-war mentality and realize that we just need to talk openly. You know, help each other out. And, like, not ever decide on anything. Because that's what helps the world. Not making decisions and saving people. No, instead we should just let people make their own decisions. Because we all need to be helpful and critical of others, but we can't really say anything about it. Right? Mm-hmm. Here's another one from Gabiota. He was saying that he tried very hard to engage antinatalism with a pure heart and just pure criticism, just trying to make a constructive argument, and he was just berated and beaten and insulted by the antinatalists. He was totally mistreated by them, and it's their fault, right? The antinatalists are too mean. Twit from Uranus is really glad that antinatalists exist, but he has some serious reservations about some certain people and their motivations and effects. He thinks that very little is black and white in life. Because life is not really definable. We can't even define what life is. We don't even know. And he thinks that critical friends are the best. I think you're the best too, Twit. Rosebush, he can't even take this BS seriously. He doesn't even want to be a friend. So I don't know what he's doing. Hannibal doesn't want to take it either. He thinks that antinatalist opinions are not the nature of the universe, and nature doesn't care if you like it or not. So you better take it. That's a very thoughtful comment. Thank you for inspiring that, Fred. It was great. You really inspired some good, honest conversations here. Dew in the Morning doesn't mind antinatalists as long as they're only their own offspring that they're not having. She respects it if you, as an antinatalist, just have a preference for not having children yourself. But if you talk about it and try to tell other people that it might not be a good idea to have kids, you're crossing the line. And you need to mind your own business, antinatalists. You need to stop peeping on other neighbors' windows. That's what Dew in the Morning thinks. That's real constructive criticism, right? Mind your own business. Broken Mech thinks it's an excellent video because it's so inspiring and well thought out and open. Because that's what Broken Mech wants, right? Like all these wonderful comments, how they respect Fred for making this video, and how great of a video is it. Isn't it kind of interesting that there are a lot of the same types of people posting these types of comments? Yeah, maybe because it's a bunch of bullshit.